I had to test it out first. Because, test it out, dog. Through. My joint be funny. All right, now we can do it. So, welcome, y'all, to the No Duck Zone podcast. Like, share, subscribe as you're coming in. Um, got my boy up here, Never Fold. What's up, my guy? Happy Sunday. We get ready to get into this boxing. We had an epic night at MSG.
It's
Crazy.
epic night. It was a
Crazy.
obvious night. Like, but
Yo,
I was telling
people.
y'all. Remember, I was
Oh,
telling
man.
y'all, bro. Easy work.
Man. So, like, share, subscribe. Everybody, welcome to the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go. Ah, Jesus, it was a long night. Oh, where you want to get to first?
Shit, we gotta start with the roof missing. No, that was nasty work. In his city, in his city too. Crazy work.
yo, yo, Angie, Angie, I see you, sis. Yo, your man said we got to start with the roof missing.
Right? That boy went drop top with that shit. I'm like, damn.
Yo, I'm feeling some kind of way because it's like, is this what he's been?
Hey, bro. I mean, see, the thing is, bro. These fighters, bro. It's like, what's the point? You about to fight. There's no point. Now, if you going out for a show or to have fun or something, you could do that. I don't condone that shit. Men wearing wigs, but
Uh,
it's a fight.
um, then it was like it happened at a bad time. I could see if it had happened in sparring. It happened in front of 20,000.
Yeah, at
Damn,
MS, everybody pulled up in his city. Although it's not Brooklyn, but shit, still
still though, it's
NYC.
like I mean, Brooklyn was in the building.
Yeah, New York City was out.
New York City was I was seeing people coming from VA to North Carolina to DC to Maryland. Like the East Coast was out heavy.
Yeah,
Had many people from there, but that thing I ever experienced.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen the worst stuff I seen was in the '90s when the dude came in flying. But I ain't seen that live though. But that's probably the craziest. But this one, the funniest, craziest one I seen. I'm like, yo,
That one was like I'm looking at the like, yo, what did that? And everybody said, oh, I thought they might have been doing that because maybe he got hit with a punch that snapped his head back. So I'm
yeah.
thinking it was that. And then I looked again, I saw the joint pop up. I said, yo, was that his head?
That boy need to call a roofing company.
What? Day when he is going to sweat. I don't know. I don't know, Angie. That's a good question because, like I said, if it had happened in sparring, Foles said, I don't anyway.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
care if you old or young. I don't condone it anyway.
Bro, it's that
My
time. It's
thing is
that
this.
time,
My
bro.
thing is this.
Just go ahead and get rid of
If you going bald, you just going bald, man.
it.
This
Yeah,
is it.
bro. Ain't nobody gonna be young forever, and you ain't gonna have no gray hair, or your shit gonna be the natural color. Like, bro, it's that time, bro.
I think because being 36, he didn't want to make it look like he was older than what he is. But it's like, still, if it's your time, my guy.
Yeah, and that
You know
shit
what I
ain't
mean?
it's like half and half. Some people don't. That shit is not going on because of age. I I, I knew somebody that was like 21 balding already, bro. That's genetics, DNA,
It's
all
something,
that, bro. So it's like some people, it's not because of age, bro.
a lot of people are so fucking young,
Yeah,
right? And steady letting it just happen naturally. They
yeah.
try to dress a certain way, talk a certain way, do that, and then I'm not saying that's what he did, but I just know there's a lot of people in the world that do. and I'm in my 20s, and then oh shit. But then when they talk to me, they listen and they go, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely sound older than what you are. But yeah, man. But I'll be proud of how I look and how I dress. Like if I lose my hair, I just lost it. What can I?
yeah.
Sometimes shit happens.
I
But
mean,
I
it's
never
not
want
that
to be
shit happens.
on
It's
national
that time,
television.
bro.
It happened too with Franchon Cruz. Remember it happened with her. When her shit
Oh,
came out.
her weight king? Nah, I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, if you go to a video of her shit, that
Damn.
shit was crazy. Cause we was like,
I'm gonna check that
oh,
out.
he's bald cousin. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just be bald cousin Clarence. Fuck it, man. It is what it is. But I've had a bald head because I've actually cut my hair where I wanted it to be like that. Just talking about you have no choice and your hair is never gonna grow back.
Yeah.
He had that off and he had the things around, and I'm sitting there like, oh come on. I said, baby, this is not a good look. This is not a good look, bro. Because I
Did
was
you
already
see
concerned about the fight
the glue?
because I didn't feel like he did too well in the fight, and I'm looking at him
Nah,
like,
he lost
what?
that fight, bro. That was a robbery, bro. Buddy, the other dude won that fight, bro.
Of course they.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. All the like last week with Andy Cruz and Morataya, they had a robbery on that card. Know what I'm saying? Jesse Hart won that. This card got a
Oh
robbery. So
yeah, 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 yeah. No, no.
that's bad.
Listen, I always tell people boxing has already who they're setting people up for. So it's certain people they won't allow to lose because they're set matchups up in positions, and if they have for you that, it's like fuck. We invested a lot
See,
of
the
money
most
into that.
disrespectful thing is not giving that fight a draw. At least you give that both fighters a
Yeah,
draw, they're able to still say, "Yo, I ain't take a L." But when you just straight up rob a fighter and then give the loser the win, I ain't with that shit at all, bro.
yeah. I'm not and with the fighter, but now you got to pack these guys, which means you can't really leave them in the judge's hands, yo. You got to pack these dudes up because thinking is I did just enough to convince the judge I should be the winner, or I am the winner, and then you start hitting the scorecard that bothers me, 111 to 117. That shit irks my skin.
Oh yeah, they had that for what was that card? They had 118. Oh yeah, that was Jesse Hart and Khalil Cole. I think they had
Boy,
one.
that shit irks my skin
Yeah,
when I hear that. I'll be like,
that was
what
crazy.
fight was y'all watching?
Nah, they wasn't. I'm telling you, bro. People in boxing don't judge fights based on what they're seeing. They judge fights on based on who they want to win.
Yeah.
Cause you could go back and forth with them, tell them which rounds their fighter win. They're gonna tell you 1 through 12. Like, huh?
He said, huh?
Bro. Nah, bro. I don't be with the picking and choosing and the capping. Like, bro, I could hate somebody as much as I do, but I ain't
Yeah.
gonna cap about if they won or lost. Like, you gotta speak truthfully, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Um,
don't be with that. They just be judging fights on who they want to win.
it's a lot that needs to change, but I always say if there's some things they need to work on, that's it. But that's something that's been going on for
Nah, that
years.
stuff
And
is never
hopefully,
gonna stop, bro.
yeah,
If
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
wanted it to stop, they would have been started doing open scoring, um, banning referees, banning judges, doing all
Yeah.
type of stuff in the game. They not doing that.
Some. I mean, it hurts to say this, but some people who are in those positions, those high level positions, they love the game the way it is. And feel
Yeah,
like
bro.
we don't.
Boxing is a corrupted sport. It's never gonna change, bro. Like
Yeah,
if they fix
any.
it, it's over for the crooks. They ain't gonna be able to get paid no more. They thrive off robbing fighters, off look at back in the days in the 90s. Fighters taking dives, and all that. So
Yeah,
it stop. It just look different now.
because the mafia was on their ass too.
Yeah.
Like you gonna take this dive or you gonna have car trouble. You gonna have trouble if you don't take the dive. So, you know, yeah. But last night, yeah. But even with the big baby joint, I looked at it and I wasn't really like, yeah, he won. I was like,
You looking bad, bro. You look bad.
yeah, yeah. And when they said 317, even at the weigh-in, I was like, damn. I said, man, he still ain't. Even though he was heavier than that, I said, man, damn, he still need to drop some. The other guy was 288. They both were, but he being 317, I said, God, he gotta drop some of that weight, man. What's going on, Betty?
You telling him to drop that weight, that's like you telling him to get back on the juice. Cause we know when he was at his peak, like when he was like at a lesser weight, he was on that shit.
Uh,
So I
and
don't
it's
see
sad
why he
because
gonna
then
ignore it. And
uh,
it's probably like 215. I mean 315 or something. 2 more
yeah,
pounds other than that.
yeah, that was because when I said I thought he was about 350, then when they said 317, I said, okay, you lost weight, but you still need a, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
still need to lose a lot more.
Yeah.
And at his age, you don't have more years, man. You're 36. You understand? You don't really have like 5 more years to keep playing around. Um, so gotta hurry up and be like. And it's good to see him come back, though. It's good to see him because we didn't know what was gonna happen with him because he lost so many. If you remember, even the Anthony Joshua opportunity that was supposed to happen at the Garden in June of 2019, man. I'm not saying he would have won that, but damn, that would have been a great opportunity right there, man. Be able to win that right there. But shout out to East, man. He got the shot, and it turned out to be great. But when you have opportunities like that, man, you gotta take advantage of them. And hopefully we'll see him in there. He'll be came up 15. Yeah, CJ, you bet it last night. I know a couple people that it will fold. Go hold you. Dudes was so hood in the Garden last night. Who used the bathroom? They got dice by their seats and on a fight. I said, these dudes is wild in the Garden. Like
Dog,
they
you
over
know the worst shit about the fight last night was going to the bathroom, bro. Yo, I ain't never seen no shit like that. They barely had bathroom for men.
I
Everywhere
like
you going,
I
you
like
looking left, right, women, women, women,
yo.
women.
I
To
ain't
the
gonna
point,
hold
I'm
you,
hearing
bro.
people saying, "Yo, they might go in the women's bathroom." I'm looking at them like,
Bro,
y'all ass
no
tripping,
cap.
bro. I'm like,
I'm sitting.
it was bad. There was like a
I'm
million
sitting.
people at in a line trying to go to the restroom, bro.
No, I'm sitting in 337. So the ticket was somebody who took me there with them. They kept doing some shit and bouncing, and I'm like, yo, I'm not really here with nobody, right? I don't dolo, but you invited me out. You got me around 20 dudes. I can't sit around that shit. I'm on that shit. So I ended up getting another seat by the media. I went over by the media. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go over here by them. So I ended up going over there by them because it was a point where there was too much smoke in the air. Dudes was drunk. They betting. It's
Yeah,
like, yo, I
you
got
know
the
when
floor.
smoking, drinking, and betting, that shit gonna go left.
Like the smoking was like really heavy. Was doing it as if they were sitting in their hood. I'm
Next
like,
thing
y'all
you
don't
know,
think
they
they
gonna
go
do
get a
you like
whipping?
Tiger Johnson.
Bruh, bruh.
Hey, hey, he pulled up though. I ain't seen Haney in him. I'm wondering if
They banned.
Team Haney got banned
They were
because I ain't
banned.
seen
They
him.
were they were banned.
You think banned for that date or banned for
Yeah.
like a month?
Maybe I don't know if Turkey on the events. I don't
Nah,
know.
Turkey ain't doing. Nah, I think it's MSG. That Turkey,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
talking about for that, but yeah, but I'm talking about on the turkey joint. I don't know. I don't think so. The turkey don't go for all that, But I know MSG definitely had something to do with them in the building. Now,
Yeah.
people would have said, well, Tiger was fighting too, but he.
Nah, Tiger was the victim. So
But you look at a video and there's 6 or 8 guys on your ass, literally, literally. You know what I'm saying? And it was good to see him smiling because he was still there to support Shu. It was good to see him. He had his glasses on, but it was just good to see him in the building, man. Um, and that's actually that's sad what happened to him.
yeah.
God, that never happened again. What they have to start doing is stop having these bring their whole damn entourage with them. I know that's hard to do, but they're doing that, yo. Like, word up. If you ain't got nothing to do with this fight, or if you ain't working in the camp, because a lot of these guys ain't working in the camp, fool. A lot of these guys ain't working in the camp.
Yeah,
People that just be around. Like, we let the fighter handle it. We gonna handle it. What you just saw was if Haney would not been in that interview, that could have been him and scrapping right there. Even though Haney ended up getting involved, but those dudes around would be like, "Don't worry about it. We got this. We'll take care of it." And I think boxing's gonna have a point where they're gonna have to do like they did battle rap. After a while, I think they went back to it, but after a while, they have to treat it where it's just you and the MC, whoever you battling. We don't need 40 of your homies on stage.
yeah. But the
Because this is
problem
already
gonna be
enough
is
tension.
some
If
people
me,
would rather not even pull up to the event if they ain't coming with a million people.
exactly, that's like me and you battling,
Especially the
and
Haney's, they coming with
yeah,
like at
me and you
least a
fighting.
security guard.
That's like me and you fighting. You got 20 people. I got 20 people with me. Me and you might not necessarily have an issue, right? We fight. It's
Yeah.
business. But now your people aside, people we know eventually hands are gonna get thrown.
Yep.
Hands are gonna get thrown. You know what I mean? It's just so I think they need to calm that down with bring their whole damn entourage with them because it's a recipe for it's really a recipe for disaster. Because if the fight don't happen in the venue, it happen in the hotel. Now, before we get back to the fight, I want to talk about how the day was so awkward because even after all that happened, we went to the hotel. So now we're trying to see what's happening. Now, at that time, I didn't know that they had the Ring Awards going on that night. So I didn't know of it. I'm seeing Boots come the elevator. He got his black on. Oh shit, what up, Boots? See Jermaine Peace. I don't think he went, but I see him and I'm speaking to everybody. It was awkward because it was like everything was all right. He Coach K. Now, mind you, K already wanted to go after Bill. Already also when I see Bill, I'm fucking him up. So I'm like, oh,
I heard a voice say that in the
yeah.
video.
I said, oh, so I see Coach K. Did somebody Haney and them is in a hotel down this way? I said, oh, don't tell him that. I said, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that because I'm telling you, it's gonna get nasty. Gonna make it to Saturday. Everybody, listen. You don't want to be in the bookings on a Friday. You don't want to be on the bookings on the Friday. Man, I'm trying to tell you, ain't nothing cool. But thank God nothing happened. And after a while, I got up out of there. But Saturday was. I'm not gonna lie. It was good, man. Even laugh because I needed to. So the Big Baby Miller, I got a good laugh out of that. But what really caught me that had I don't know how you felt about it, but what really had me overwhelmed, man, and I was happy for.
Yeah. Long time coming.
But I have to. The homie not about to make this easy for you. I
Nah.
said he
I knew
easy.
it was gonna be I knew it was gonna be how it played out. I just did not pick for him to knock him out that early. I thought it was gonna be like championship round, the earliest ninth round.
That's
So
what. Yeah, you know what? I was saying to myself, it's gonna go to the scorecards. I didn't really see a knockout in my mind for the. Is that I said this dude ain't about to make it easy for Shu. He knows he in his backyard. He know this is big for Shu. He's not about to make this easy for him. I said he's gonna put up a fight. So when Shu caught him, the way he did under him, and then I was even thinking after that he's gonna. I said he gonna get up, and the
because the
dude just
thing
laid
is
there.
when he
He
first
laid
hit
there
him,
like I said he ain't getting up.
It's messed up. Then he hit him like 2 more times after that.
Get up too.
Yeah, and then
I
he was
want
on
the
the
I
ground.
want
Like his
I want
legs,
Bruce.
his
I want to
legs.
call Bruce so bad. I want to call Bruce Senior and say, "Yo, his son's foul, man. He ain't have to hit that man like that."
Yeah, what you call it? Thomas was with him at the what you call it? I ain't seen him though.
Oh,
Thomas.
oh,
Yeah,
Thomas did tell me he was gonna be there, but Thomas never told me he was sitting. So
yeah.
I
I ain't
couldn't
seen
get.
none
Then
of
when
that.
you hit me, the problem is when you were hitting me and I was hitting you. My thing was, okay, I'm all the way up here. I want to wet,
Hmm.
but I don't need these security guards tripping. 'Cause some of them in there,
Yeah, they was
they
like
be
kind of acting
tripping.
funny. Yeah,
Like
they was acting funny.
they want to see your ticket the minute you pull up. If you look like you don't belong there, like if your eyes wandering too much, they like, yeah, he don't belong here. He either trying to get to somebody he know, trying to see what seat is available. Because dudes will do that. If they look and see seats are not available, like if they see seats are available and ain't nobody bought the seat, they gonna sit there. Somebody coming, then they gotta move. But I wasn't gonna do that because I wasn't chancing it. Because I'm like, if I move now I gotta go all the way back. I'm like, man, I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
Walking, so I just stayed where I was. And when I saw you guys hit me, when you hit me, I said, it's 2:30 in the morning. I said, well, what the hell was they doing at 2:30 in the morning? I'm like, did they go to the post press conference? I said, 2:30 in the morning. I said, what for? I said, what the hell
Bro,
are
I
you
was
doing?
waiting on y'all, right? So I'm like, damn, I can't reach nobody. I'm like, bro, I'm out there waiting. I'm
Well,
like, bet. I'm
I
thinking in
think
my head, I'm like, they probably at the press conference. I'm gonna just chill for a
uh,
little bit
I couldn't,
because
I couldn't,
outside, everybody outside. I'm seeing Jay
what's up,
Prince,
Illy?
Shakur,
I couldn't get in there because I didn't
Buster
have,
Douglas,
yeah,
everybody outside.
I didn't have no credentials, so I couldn't. But it's all good. I didn't want to stay that late anyway. I already had it in my mind that soon as Shakur was out, but I couldn't even make it.
See, the
Soon as
problem is, bro, they this is the second time I went to a boxing event and they started the main event at midnight, bro. They need to stop that. Cause by the time the event done, um, people gonna be leaving at 2 anyways. Remember last time,
okay,
Barclays?
do you
Bro,
remember when
around the
Turkey
same
Ali
time
Sheik
that we left. 2.
first started?
Yeah.
His shit wouldn't go off till about
Oh yeah,
two
he was
o'clock in the
doing
morning. Because you
concerts.
remember, he was doing concerts. Hey, what the fuck? How you got Hot 97 and boxing going on? Like this shit was crazy. I'm like, like you got concerts going on. So one of his shows started like 6 o'clock, maybe 5, 6 o'clock. And my wife was like, how I go to bed and wake up and this fight's still on?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
about one
That was
o'clock in
around
the
the
morning.
time
That's
they was
crazy.
doing like them whole day events. And they do that
That's
stuff in
why
UK in the Middle East.
when I got credentials, I'm to start being on some. I'm gonna just get there like I'm gonna on some 6:30, 7 o'clock type shit because I know it ain't much going on. It
Yeah.
ain't much going on. You're gonna get there. Like when I got there, I only missed one fight, so I don't know. I don't know who the first fight was. It didn't matter. It
Yeah,
didn't matter.
the
I already
first
had
fight
missed that.
was the Arab dude.
The Arab do. How he do?
He lost. Yeah, he lost to the Mexican dude. Mexican
Yeah. Did he lose bad?
he went Mexican on him and it was over with.
He said he was.
Yeah, that style. They don't know how to deal with that. Over there, they
Did
not
he?
fighting
Did
that
he?
type of
Did
style.
he?
So
Did he? Did he lose? Did he lose bad? He lost real bad, or he just
he
lost.
lost. Outworked him. He was getting cooked. He really like dude should have stopped him. And I thought it was a 6 round. It was an 8 round. Cause
Damn.
last time I ended up missing Morel. That's the fight I wanted to catch, and I was like,
When they
nah, I
fought,
ain't doing that.
when they fought,
Um,
when they
yeah, over there crazy because it's like 2 stadiums, bro. It's
bro,
two
let me tell you
stadiums, bro.
something.
I was
They
wondering, so
gave
I'm like,
me
bro, I thought I
they
got lost. Then I'm seeing
when we
people
first
going
got
to
out the
some
cab,
show and
right?
shit. I'm like,
When
bro,
we first got out the cab, this is how messed up that event was. That event was so messed up that when they let us out, he let us out on the outside. Didn't even pull up to the event. They wasn't that.
that shit's
I'm like, bro,
and the
if you
service
wasn't
over there
somebody
is
important, if you
horrible.
wasn't somebody important. So which means you had to get out. You had to
Oh,
get that. I won't even say that's the entrance. You had to get out
mm.
all the way at the end, walk your ass.
Yeah, the walk is crazy. It's
I
like
said,
15, 20
shit,
minutes.
I said they got too many venues over here. I'm looking at this shit. I said, is this for tennis? They this is for some other shit. This ain't it. They said, nah, that shit all the way in the back. Oh, this is a long walk. My
Then
God,
then the
damn.
service over there is bad. Like I think I spent like 10 minutes trying to find a spot where I could catch
Going home was worse.
yeah, the
Going
zones. I'm like,
home was
bro,
worse. We was walking on that boardwalk, went to where the 7 train is at.
yeah,
Yo, it was like a million people on that boardwalk, bro. Let me
yeah.
tell you, we could not. It took us a minute to get out of there, and then we was like, we not catch because we was gonna catch the train home. Thought about it, how late the fight. He's like, nah, we're not catching no. Matter of fact, the fight didn't because Belenga got out of there early. He got Belenga out of there for like the fourth, fifth round, so we got out of there at a decent time. It just took too long to get home. You know what I mean? It took too long to get home, so we didn't make time we wanted to do. Good. Yeah, I didn't one.
Yeah, I went to that one. That yeah. You was there?
Yeah,
I ain't seen none of y'all. I seen
I got
Thomas.
I got what I got was
I ain't seen Thomas there.
Belenga had gave out tickets. So I had
Did say that.
yeah, he had gave out tickets. We went to Cops and Kids in Brooklyn and got tickets.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
I'm
what
sorry.
Buddy talking about, man. You on that
Uh,
dude?
yeah, so yeah, I was so happy for Shoo Shoo. Um just you know he worked hard. He worked hard for that. Um it's a damn good one, but like I said, knocking them out.
Nah, I seen that. I just ain't seen it. The earliest I seen it was ninth round, going into championship rounds. But yeah, he fought a good fight, and he went and knocked him out. And now it's what he does now that he got the belt, because he won't be able to stay at 26 for too long. Got to move up soon.
Um what what do you seeing happening with him next? 26, man. Who
It's
who's
really
who's
because
gonna want to
he's
fight him?
screaming unification. He's screaming in a way. He's screaming uh what's buddy tall dude
I
Espinosa,
know you. I can't. Yes,
um
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nick Ball, and all the other ones. So it all depends on what the other guys want to do, because he got to really move smart,
yeah,
because he can't be there just be fighting people that's not doing nothing for him. So if
yeah.
it ain't nothing going on, go to 30. Don't even waste that time waiting
Don't
on
even waste
a
that.
Nick Ball. That's
I respect David Benavidez. Let me tell you why I respect him. Because he's the type that's not gonna stand around and wait.
nah, you're not supposed to,
I'm
bro.
not. I'm not. I'm not waiting. So people look at him like, yo, he going to cruiserweight. He could have fought. It's hard to say who he could have fought because if the person don't want to fight him, do. I
Yeah,
mean,
it be
so
a lot of that going on. Look how Floyd trolled Nick Khan.
yeah,
Never fought him. So it's like you in boxing, bro. It takes two to tangle. If the other fighter ain't trying to sign a contract, bro, skedaddle, bro. Do you?
yeah,
Because when that time comes, the fans gonna be trolling you anyways.
yeah. They're gonna be doing it anyway. So these so-called fans, uh, don't know what they watching or what they looking at. They're just jumping on the bandwagon. Who's ever the guy, whoever's the most popular guy, don't stick behind until he's no longer popular no more. And then we'll be finding a new guy. It's crazy, but that's what they do. They don't. It's serious. It's crazy because you got to put a pause on it. But that's what these dudes do.
That's
That's what they
exactly
do.
what they do, bro. They always
That's
trying to
exactly what
find
they
the
do.
next wave to ride.
You know what I'm
They
saying? They're gonna ride like and I've seen it happen so many times. But I'll be like, yo, that was your man though. I never liked him.
that
I'm like,
was
oh, come
yesterday,
on, man.
buddy. That's in the past.
They be capping. Oh, are you? That shit. How many of y'all done switched from being a Teofimo fan to a Shakur fan now?
Yo, it's crazy, man.
I never went for T.O. Man, the whole damn garden at one time was screaming T.O. Some of y'all was screaming y'all all of a sudden y'all woke up today and y'all Shakur fan. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Stop, buddy. But the Jermaine Ortiz though, man. That one right there, I don't want to say Shakur, but for a man who's never been stopped and who with T.O. and he had been in there with Lomachenko, and I was convinced that he had beat then. To see him get stopped, man. What do you think about Keyshawn, man?
Keyshawn is good.
He is. He's. I didn't see a stoppage though, and then even when he swelled up his eye, I was like, I said, damn, two things gonna happen. And I was going to the bathroom because I thought when the bell rung, I was like, they're gonna stop. Because remember, they called him over to the corner.
Twice.
Now I'm getting ready to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to. Boy, as I get ready to get far to where I was going, I can hear the punches, and that's crazy. To be, you know what? To be in these venues, you don't have to sit there have to hear the punches. You on your way to the hear the punches. I don't know if these dudes got microphones on them when they fighting or what, but you can hear the punches. I happen to hear it, and then we go and wave it off, and I go, man, uh, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. These dudes, idiots. Let me tell you, man, these trolls have no life, man.
Yo, they sad, bro.
They are. Motherfuckers. Sorry, sorry, sorry. They have no life. No life at all. It's sad. And they always come from the weirdest places in the world.
Yeah.
To show you how many weird people are in this world. But it was great. Now him calling out Devin Haney. You think that it's possible for that to happen? You think he just money grab, or he thinks that he can really beat him? Because him and Bill had a conversation about that, and he said, "Me and you talked about it."
See, my thing is, bro, in boxing, a lot of these fighters are not real deal competitors. A competitor don't wait when they see somebody lose and calling them out and this and that. They really be clout chasing because it's like this. How long has Keyshawn been calling out Devin Haney and he's still at 40? And he still didn't give us 100% um the motive that he's going to 47 his next fight. He's talking about, oh, he want to go to the UK and fight Dalton Smith. I don't remember if he mentioned Lewis Crocker. That's 47 too. But Dalton
Yeah,
Smith is at 40, and who else he mentioned at 40? So it's like, bro, are you going to 47 your next fight, or are you staying at 40? Know what I'm saying? So with Keyshawn, um, I don't know, bro. Until I see the contract is signed, I can't really say nothing because it's like he's making it seem like he gonna have two fights or one more fights at 40, but he's calling out a 47 pounder. You still at 40.
I don't. If it happens, but I look at it. You just got the 40. Shakur just got 40. I feel like, and maybe I might be this. So many people always bring up this Shakur versus Keyshawn, and I go, it's not gonna one of them want it, right? Maybe Shakur probably more than Key if the price was right, but they also look for brothers. But the best way not to make that happen is to make sure me and you don't stay in the same weight class. The best way to make it happen, you know, be like I'm going back down to 135, or and Key's like, woo, I'm safe. You know what I mean? Uh, it's uh, it's I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if I mean, if it happened, man, I wouldn't trip about it. But there's other guys at 40 I would love to see. Keyshawn and then Witt at 40. A lot of talent at 40. If you just think about the people that's at 40, Gary Antoine, Richard Hitchison, um, top boy who just beat Matias, Dalton Smith. Um, there's a long list of people at 40. So so much talent out there. But guys, I don't want to say they're chasing legacy. Some of them are just making the best financial move, and that's cool. But at some point, we don't want everybody just into a weight class for the first time, having one fight, jumping out, and moving to another weight class. Because when you get to that one, you got the, you can't just have one fight at each weight class and then that's it. Um, I would like to see. I would like to see other things happen at 40, man. And now with Shakur there, and Keyshawn there, and boxing is a sport where we have seen a lot of interesting things happen. Where you look up and and people go, well, they both got the same manager now because he's with Jay Prince, and I'm like, yeah, and maybe that's why they're not gonna. That's probably one of the reasons why it won't happen. It's probably one of the reasons why it won't happen. So I know a lot of people are gonna want that, but it's a good chance that it ain't gonna happen. But hey, shout out, damn sure surprised me. Not surprised me. I thought it'd been a much harder fight with Jermaine Ortiz. Like they said to this, he proved it last night. Just like Shushu proved it. Uh, guys is on a different level. Now, as far as the main event, I had it as I wasn't picking, and I said I can just be a fan. But I told somebody, what if a stoppage happened? What happened if to a point where Teofimo would have to step in and wave the flag? Um, that didn't happen. Could have. Tio would have, excuse me, if Shakur would have applied a little more pressure. What he did just enough. All 12 rounds, smoked him. He looked confused. He looked baffled. His father kept telling him. His father was like he the one. If he'd have just boxed the way I told him, if he'd have stuck to the game plan, what game plan was that? He wasn't gonna win nothing. Y'all didn't need a game plan. Y'all needed a miracle. There was nothing that you could say or tell him that was going to help him last night. Nothing. Fold, you still there? Oh, he might have stepped off to do something. There was nothing that you could have told him last night that was going to help him. So therefore, um, it didn't work out for him. I watched that fight. Shakur Stevenson did incredible. Y'all judged him when he fought Zepeda. Y'all had something to say. Y'all were so sure that Tio was going to defeat him, and he made that so easy. See, the Zepeda fight wasn't easy, but he still came out victorious. But he made that look easy. I'm sure none of us was expecting that. None of us was expecting Tio to get beat like that, to get busted up. We ain't see Tio look busted up like that since he fought George Cambozo. Honestly, if you ask me, last night should have been Tio's first loss. He should have never lost to George. That's just my opinion. He should have never lost to George. Last night should have been Teofimo's first loss, but that's just my opinion. But you
So
know, who better who better to lose to than Shakur Stevenson? So um Core looked good at 40. I went to watch it just before I jumped on him. He looked real good at 40. He looked strong. He looked much stronger than T.O. And I think he's gonna fit well in 40. I don't think it'd be necessary for him to go back down to 35. Oh, do you think so? It's like for what? I think there's better fights at 40. I think there's more money at 40. If you ask me, that's just my opinion. What do you
so
think about that?
what I said before was this: Shakur's a scary dude, right? Cause peep game, and I already knew what he was doing. He already admitted that. So he moved up to 40 because he's seen Bud Crawford moved up 3 weight divisions. As a competitor, you don't need to be seeing other people moving up to motivate you to move up. Know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be wanting to do that on your own, right? I've
Yeah,
been I've been knew this and I've been called this out. He claimed he wanted to be number one pound for pound. At 35, you ain't about to be no pound for pound number one fighting against who? You gonna fight Abdullah Mason right now? You think people gonna give you credit whether you win or loss? Like that's a
no,
fight. If you want the fight, that gotta go down 40 or 47, right? So Andy Cruz just lost. That was another fight he probably was thinking about. Who else is there? Kid Austin. He already ducked that smoke.
Kid
So it's like
Austin.
the 40 division is the second best division. Number one, I got 54, right? If you
Yeah,
trying to take over, that's the division you gotta want to be in. Richardson Hitchens, T.O. Female, um, Gary A, Dalton Smith, the whole
yes.
nine, right? That's where you're supposed to be at, and the goal should be going undisputed, right? So he want to go back to 35 because it's a dead division, right? You're not gonna get the Tank fight, so it's like I will understand if
That's
you
fine.
staying there for Tank, but that's not a thing. So you staying there to fight lesser competition. So it's like that's why he's saying that because if you trying to cherry pick a Conor Ben at 47, nobody asking you to fight Conor Ben, bro. They want you to fight Devin Haney. But you steady, oh, rehydration clause is for cowards and all this stuff. Skills pay the bills. But you asking for rehydration clause for Devin Haney and Conor Ben. He's a hypocrite, bro. He be the main dude yapping all the time, this, that. But when it comes time for him to show skills pay the bills, he asking for rehydration clause. I'm not against rehydration clause. I'm with it. But don't be talking smack about others that's uh putting rehydration clauses on fighters, but you turn around and do the same thing. Nah, it don't work like that, bro. Know what I'm saying? So with before you had said him going back to 35. You
Yeah,
had mentioned that you ain't seen you did not see that Shakur was gonna violate Buddy like he did him. Me and you
yeah, yeah, yeah.
before this, you, Seafood, and I was telling y'all exactly what happened. 12 zip, and he got
That's
shut out.
crazy.
He's bro. Listen,
Yeah,
this dude lost to Sindor Martin. He lost to Jermaine Ortiz. Struggled with Steve Claggett. 7 losses. You seen how he looked against Steve Claggett, bro? Listen,
yeah.
bro. They've been hyping him up, right? They've been hype. He lost to Cambosos, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's who y'all hyping up. No wonder now at the fight they looking like they at a funeral. Why they ain't put no money up? I'm on
It
the
got
phone.
quiet in that. It was quiet in that building, huh?
Yo, so if you look, they ain't put no money up. This whole time I'm telling people, bro, what the betting slips at? Show me that y'all betting on Teal female. They did not bet. Cause if they
Yeah.
did bet, they would have been mad, ready to crash out at the fight online. You not seeing
What?
none of that. Cause they know.
What? Listen, the type of time that them dudes was on in MSG, you wasn't making it out that building. If you would have bet, if you would have just said bet, like it'd have been over. You wasn't making it out that building. I don't care how much NYPD's outside. You wasn't making it out that building because dudes want their paper right then and there. So that definitely would have been nasty for somebody, man. You know what? I was trying to, as much as a hole he can be, but I was still trying to give him some credit and say, you know what? To's not going to make this easy. Shit.
Nah, with me, it ain't even about no credit, cause it's like I could hate somebody as much as I hate them. I'd rather not address the stuff, right? I'm saying like far as like the
Yeah.
good things, the things that he bring to the table, then cap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
with me, it ain't got nothing to do with the hate. It's just, bro, I just gave you all the points. He lost to Ortiz, lost to Sandor, struggled with Steve Claggett, lost to Ken Bosos. What else do we need? He going against a boxer that's way better than the guys that I mentioned, right? He won't
Yeah.
even be able to get past a jab. What happened? The jab, lead hand. He was getting cooked all night, countered. He lunging in. Everything I said, it happened, bro. It's not that easy. My homie just texted me. He like, damn, bro, this is the second time you told me something. I ain't listen. Crawford fight, I told him how it played out. I got proof on my channel, all that. Till female losing. Same thing. It's like, bro, I ain't gonna say it's you gotta really be looking deep. It's just certain things like it's just too easy, bro. Know what I'm saying? Like that was easy, bro.
I'm sitting
And
there looking at it
and
though,
for me,
like
he should have stopped him, like I said.
that. Even from the first round, I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
first 10
okay.
seconds, I already knew, oh, it's over.
And
I'm
then
like,
look, then the second round, the third round, the fourth round, I was like, nah. Then when he got the cut, I was like, yeah, it's over. It's over, my
yo,
man. We ain't seen you bleed like that in a minute, dog. It's over.
the
I said,
homie, the homie I ended up meeting at the fight, he left early. He was like, yeah, it's over with. I'm like, yeah, I told you, bro.
he
he,
didn't say.
he trying to beat traffic. He left. Hey, I seen a bunch of people that left early. They was like, yo, to your
So
female
why?
fans.
So why the fight was going on? Dudes was like,
Yes.
I'm off this.
Yeah, I seen a bunch of TO female fans left the fight early, bro.
That's crazy. They had it. They was mad
Yeah,
because
bro. They was bitter the whole way.
well, they had been talking a lot of. They was talking a lot of shit at the weigh-in. Some of the fans, and I'm like, y'all doing. I mean, you can like who you like, but some of y'all, some of the stuff they were saying at the weigh-in, I'm over there like y'all doing a little too much, bro.
Yo, one
Y'all
thing
doing.
about cowards, they never stand on business. When you spank them, they apologizing and this and that. When they lose, they bringing up excuses. Oh, yo, I couldn't breathe. You don't hear tell female dad, oh, yo, he wasn't doing what a power. Bro, you as a coach is a terrible coach. You're not good at all. You telling this dude nothing, no instructions. You just telling him to move his feet as far as like walking forward, but you ain't telling him to do nothing else. Like where the power? What's where the power? Like what type of question is that?
When he be like, you gotta box the guy, and I'm like, all right, but that ain't telling me like, okay, box the guy. So that's all I need to do. That's all the instructions.
That's not,
Okay,
man. Listen, bro.
that shouldn't be no problem. I'm gonna go box the
Listen,
guy then.
the
What?
apple don't fall far from the tree, bro. They the same thing, bro.
When
Literally.
he told him you gonna be mad at yourself tomorrow, I was thinking, shit, you might not be my coach after tonight. You'll be my father, but you damn sure might not be my coach after tonight. Because I think Tio is still good. This loss doesn't define him. Two losses, it doesn't define his career, and he can still come back. But the question is, coming back with his father, I don't know. And sometimes you have to make the best decision for you. We just seen Brian Norman do it with Senior. You know what I mean? We have to make the best decisions for us. And that doesn't mean I don't want my father in my
I
life and he
mean, you
won't be
gotta think
still.
about
My
it.
father will still be a part
Cause
of my career. He still be a part of my
people
career.
that's cowards always move funny, right? People what he did. So before the fight started, during the build up, their excuses was it's gonna be their last fight at 40, right? Then he cashed himself out, right? He chose to fight Shakur because he knows Shakur's not a knockout artist, right? Then he got the most money he could have made because he was supposed to fight Richardson Hitchens, right? But that fight ain't go down because Shakur is more known than Hitchens. So
Yeah,
they chose that fight. He cashed himself out. Know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's like, bro, I'm peeping all that, bro. Now he going to 47, and 47. Um, these type of
beautiful.
guys should have been at 47. They just scared of Boots. Now Boots
Um,
is not there no more. Everybody thinking about going to 47.
don't get me wrong. You could tell by the way some guys move, and when certain names are brought up in interviews about fighting them, like they give you two different answers. If they ask you how you feel about a fighter that's not in your weight, it's easy for you to answer it. But if that guy's in your weight, right, you'll go around and you'll say what you think about every fighter, and it's that one fighter that come up and you be like, yeah, yeah, he pretty good. Like, would you fight him? I don't know if the opportunity presents itself. If the money's right, I go, yeah, okay, 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 all right, all right. You know what that means because the money always got to be right because sometimes the ass whipping ain't worth it. The ass whipping ain't worth it. T.O. took a good ass whipping last night, but he made him a bag. He always
Yeah,
wanted to make a
bro.
bag though.
Listen,
Look,
because you gotta
he
peep.
always wanted to make a bag though, Fold. He always talked about they always was out here pricing themselves out 4 million, 10 million, 20 million. Hey, he made them some money last. You got what you wanted. It might not be all the money in the world, but it's way more than what you ever made because you said you only made up to like 200,000. Is what you said. So
Yeah,
you made you a good bag last night. Now I guarantee you, we don't see T.O. far as competing. We don't probably see him for another year. When these dudes lose, they go away for a minute. We don't see him. If he, I'd be surprised if he happens to come back later on this year. And if it is, it'll be against somebody that we're not familiar with because he's not going to jump back into the fire.
I mean, he
He's not
he
going to
was
jump back
just
into the fire.
fighting against Steve Claggett, bro. Like,
Yeah.
so it's not like he was fighting competition. Like
Yeah, this is
Barbosa's
what I'm saying. He's not
okay.
going to jump back into the fighter. He's not going to jump back into the fire. He's going to get in there with somebody at 40 we ain't never heard of. They'll find somebody, some Rocky guy, some Sylvester Stallone type fucking guy, maybe that think that he can't do nothing with him and T.O. should beat him. And it's kind of like you remember when after Mikey Garcia fought Earl Spence, shit got different for him.
Yeah,
Shit got different.
should have never
Got real
moved up.
different. He was in that one fight where it was like, oh, Mikey, what happened? Fuck, Mikey, what happened to the old Mikey? But that Earl Spence took everything that man had. Earl Spence took it. he took that. He took that
So,
shit, man.
so I'm seeing people saying that Shakur should be top five pound for pound. I'm like, bro, at this point,
Um,
like we just putting people on a list and high on the list for whatever now.
I
Teofimo
think
is not pound for pound,
I
right?
think I think if he can do what he needs to do at 40 and maybe 47, I don't expect him to go no higher than that because long as Boots ass is around, ain't nobody trying to go up there near him. And Boots got it where he can go to 50. He can be 54. He could be 60. That man can be 68 possibly. I think people are going to stay out of his way. I think once Boots gets higher, like 54, everybody's going to play it cool right now, right? If you at 47, you're like, I'm not going to 54. Some guys are going to retire at 47, and some guys go, I want to go to 54. But as long as you got him up there, and you got guys like Backroom and you got guys like Fedora, I'm not going that way. I'm gonna wait till all these dudes decide to get their ass up to a higher weight class. Because you see it, fold. You see the moves these dudes make. These dudes wait, like you said, they'll wait till dudes get out that division and be like, okay, 47 safe now.
Yeah.
Made a
So
bag and went away, having written that I don't even think the Fedora fight is going. Well, probably not. Probably not. Keith and him, I don't think so. I think right now Fedora is still healing with his broke hand, so he's probably still getting that together. Now as far as Keith, I think it's a dub for Keith. I just talked to somebody about Keith. I was like, I think it's a dub for him, man, because we only got to see him come back maybe 2 times. And that last fight he had, we didn't even know who homeboy was. He packed him up.
Oh, you
I didn't know
talking
who homeboy.
about Jarvis?
Yeah, I didn't know who homeboy was. He
Ron
packed him up
Jarvis?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he packed him up. I was
He's a
like,
feet pounder.
but we haven't. It's over because Keith is what 36, maybe 37. He's probably somewhere in that. And it's like at this point,
I don't think
he,
it's over for Keith, man. I think he could beat um Thurman. I mean, I think Keith Thurman could be Fundora. You
I
know,
think he's staging
Fundora,
the
like
gym.
once you
And
get past the his long reach, bro, like his defensively, bro, like I just
yeah,
think Keith Thurman is like it's all about can he still keep going? Know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Can he turn
yeah,
a clock back around for us? Like he just need just a little bit of youth, and if he can get just a little bit. I think it'll be just enough just to beat Fundora.
yeah. Yeah. I think that's over though. As far as them fighting, I don't see that.
Oh, you
I
talking
don't know
about the
about.
fight?
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah,
about.
I
He
think
was mentioning
PBC
about Keith
PBC.
Thurman.
That's the fight they want. So I think that's the fight. That's the fight that's gonna
I mean,
happen.
I got no beat.
In house anyway. So I think that's the fight.
I had no problem with it. At first, I didn't know how to feel when I first heard about it. I was like, uh, I said okay, and then the shit happened with him breaking his hand, and I was like, oh shit. I said, come on, bro, because I really wanted to see it. Um, I think it would have been difficult for Thurman if you just asked me, because having to fight for Dora is crazy, man. It's crazy. But this is what I'm saying. Dudes like that
It's
at
just the reach
54,
with him,
dudes,
bro.
dudes,
People
dudes.
be like trying to make it seem like he's something that he's not. Once you get past the reach, bro,
No, you know what? What I'm,
Pandora is
what I
not
mean is, you see
what
guys
people
at 40,
make it seem to be,
like,
bro.
like, like the guys you see at 47 now. They think about guys like Boots, and they think about guys like Fedora, and they even think about guys like we just seen them last night when Xander Zayas, and they go, I don't want to have to go to 54 and face this type of shit. If you telling me I get to 54 and I got to face
See,
this
that's what
type
I'm
of shit,
saying. If you in sports and your mentality are already like that, you done lost. You're not
yeah.
winning
But
because
dudes know how to
you
play.
shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah, not just punch but reaching. So
Punch of
what they,
volume, bro. You got great defense, bro. All that volume, he's not accurate. Like what, bro? Yo, Fundora is he's not what y'all making it seem to be, bro. Like
I mean, Brian
Lubin could
Mendoza,
have beat him,
Bri-
bro.
Bri-
Like what if Lubin would have been more defensively responsible, we wouldn't be people
man, you know
wouldn't be
what?
talking about Fundora like that, bro. He would have had to bounce back and been fighting the other guys that he should have fought. And then yeah, bro. I don't know, buddy. Nah.
But it's just certain people are not going to certain weight classes for a reason, and it's
Yeah.
not even so much that they're not ready, but it's just like because some of them are ready, they just not ready for what's in front of them. And even though them fights they don't get it right then and there, but they always give you a messed up welcome to the division because they know when you coming, it's like I've been here, I done had
Like
about 30
like
fights.
they saying in the chat, he's saying Boots ain't really fought no top five fighters. That's a fact. And um at 47, that division is not a good division as of right now. So now at 54, he got to get the guys. You know, he fought Limas. Nobody asked him to fight no Limas.
No,
Now he's gonna fight Josh Kelly. So Josh Kelly just got the belt. For me,
yeah.
Josh Kelly's not no top five. You know what I'm saying? So
He made Eddie Hearn a very happy man last night. Eddie
yeah,
damn near Eddie damn near did backflips in the garden. He made Eddie so damn happy because he wanted Josh Kelly. He wanted him
Cayman
to
got
win.
two belts in NYC. Dalton Smith and now oh no,
Oh,
Kelly ain't fought in no I'm tripping. That was in where they fought at? I don't even
It
because I
wasn't in
know
it
what you
wasn't in
call it
America.
in Puerto
It
Rico.
definitely yeah, it wasn't here in the States.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't here in the States. Um,
Where's he
I
from
don't
though?
know though, man. Lipton's is his only claim sad, but it's
Nah,
yeah,
Lipinets. Oh,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
good case.
yeah, yeah. Lipton's. I almost forgot about that fight. Um, it's gonna be an interesting year because we're only coming into the second month of the new year, so we're gonna see some interesting things. But there's also fights that take time for it to happen. But we're gonna see a few interesting things this year, Fo, that we didn't think that we were gonna see. A
I
lot of
mean, with me,
interesting
bro,
fights.
it's like I peep game. The shoo stuff, I already knew it was gonna happen. It was just that it happened earlier than I thought. Jermaine
Yeah.
Ortiz, I knew he was gonna fight how he fought because he ain't never showed that he can go above and beyond. And he wasn't ready to go out on his shield. 12 seconds left on the clock, buddy quit. Like, what? Come on, bro.
Hey, he couldn't see out that damn eye no more, man.
It
Hey,
ain't that. You gotta
he hit him
peep,
in
bro.
that eye so damn
A
much.
fighter that wanted, the eye could be hurting, but the eye that's open, he gonna see the fighter look at the clock.
Oh yeah,
That's
because
a fighter that's
we
aware
seen
that
Keith.
wanna win and wanna
I
keep
mean,
going. His head was
we
down.
seen,
You giving loser energy, quitter energy. What the ref did? Oh, it's over with. The ref ain't even
yeah,
try to give you a chance, bro, because the energy you giving off, your head down, that's somebody that don't want to go no more, bro.
yeah, and
Like,
I think when Keyshawn caught his ass to the body,
yeah, that
he didn't
left hook.
respond.
The
He
the
didn't
first one
respond to that
already
body shot.
messed him up.
He
You know
didn't
what I'm
like that
saying?
body
But
shot.
still, he could have kept going. It's not like for me,
Fool.
Keyshawn ain't knock him out like I thought he would have
Nah. But
knocked
I'm
him
not
out.
gonna lie
Cause I
though.
picked Keyshawn to knock
When
him
they
out.
showed when they slowed that down and they showed that body shot, when they slowed it down, I said, yeah, he couldn't take that. He didn't like that. He didn't like that shot.
Sifu in the chat. Sifu, what I told you, bro. Sifu was talking about what he said 7'5".
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely proud of Shushu. You know what? We all got things that we gotta well, for us fighters, everybody has something that they have to go back to the gym to work on. Um when you go back and you study the tape and you look at it, you're not just paying attention to what you were doing, but you were paying attention to what you weren't doing. See, this is what people don't realize when they go back and look at tapes. You can't just pay attention to what you were doing. You have to pay attention to what you didn't do. I could have did this better. I could have did that better. I need to move my head more. So I was
I
yeah,
seen
Sifu.
hey Sifu, I seen Rohan at the fight with my boy damn, I'm forgetting the super heavyweight. I'm forgetting my boy name. Yeah, I seen him at the fight.
Yeah. So yeah, we all got stuff that we have to work on. But shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to everybody last night. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I
it was
actually
dope.
thought the fight was gonna go down,
It
but
was
you
dope.
said
You know
you
what?
seen
You know what? Every time we doubt something's not going to go good in the garden, it actually turns out to be good because there was never really no big event in the garden as far as boxing. The last thing that really popped off like that, like popped off, were the women. Where we had Katie Keller,
I
when we
can't
had Katie
I don't
Keller
know.
and
You
Amanda
know my
Serrano,
so Sifu, my personal page, like, cause I be
Fabio.
on YouTube, just you know me, I'm no filter, so they feel some type of way about it, and they got my page deleted. So I forgot the name.
He said it looked lit on TV, right? Yeah, I know it looked lit on TV, man. It was a lot of fighters in the building. Fabio, the heavyweight, he was in the building. It was a lot of heavy hitters in the building, man. When they were swinging that camera around, I was like, okay. It was a few.
Yeah, it was more. I thought because of the cold, because they did announce that it was gonna be snowing, and also it was gonna be in the negatives, and I was
Yeah,
like, cause I was looking for the peoples. I ain't seen them, but when I look today,
it
I'm
was,
seeing a whole bunch of faces I ain't even seen. Like I'm like, what?
it was pretty
Like,
dope. It was for the most part, it was dope. And I was
nah,
like,
people popped
I,
out because I was thinking like. because of the cold and the snow, they bought tickets, but they just ain't show up.
Well,
But people, a
a
lot of
lot
people
of them,
pulled up.
you got to remember the night before they were doing, like I said, the night before they were doing the Ring Magazine Awards. So
Yeah.
majority of those people that was there last night was in the awards.
Oh yeah, that
So
that I ain't even think
yeah,
about that.
yeah, it was a lot of them that was at the awards. A lot of them. I was just crazy. I was tripping because I looked in the crowd, right, and I see the Alicia Baumgartner on one side, and I see Carissa Shields, and I'm like, okay. You know, you always got that. Like, I don't know if you saw the part
Yeah,
when Rolly
Rolly
and
was
Tyler
just
Ben was
there,
doing.
just
I saw
going
that
back
with my
and
eyes,
forth,
and I'm
just
looking,
doing a whole
and
bunch of
somebody was
clown
like,
stuff.
yeah, it was a whole bunch of like, Conor Ben was really on it last night. The attention was definitely on him last night because he definitely was just looking for smoke. Like it didn't matter who it came from, Rolly, didn't matter who it was, Shakur. It didn't even matter. And the Knicks and the Lakers are going to today, right?
It's that blonde hair.
If the
He,
Knicks and the Lakers play today.
I thought they
Hmm.
played the day before yesterday.
I don't
Yeah,
know
Friday.
if
Friday
it is.
play
I
today.
might go watch it because I ain't been watching basketball. I can't watch it like I used to because I don't get that same
Yeah,
feeling.
that
I
shit,
don't
bro.
get that same feeling, my
You ain't
man.
the
I don't
only
get that
one,
same
bro.
feeling.
Like we know when
They
NBA
too,
was fun, like you not missing no games. Now, bro,
bro.
I can't even. I ain't watched
I
one
can't
game
do
this
it,
season,
bro.
bro.
I can't
I
do it,
just
bro.
been seeing highlights and that's it. Cause it ain't the same
You
no
say
more.
give
I'm
him.
waiting
You
for the
say give him
playoffs.
no airtime. Who Conor Ben? Well, if
Yeah,
we give Conor Ben no
Conor Ben.
airtime, we got to give a lot of fighters. There's a lot of fighters that
Nah, with
shouldn't.
Conor Ben, like Sifu snapping in the chat right now. He's speaking facts because they too friendly. He ha ha buddy, then buddy just going to Shakur, going to Rolly. It's like, bro, who are you fighting? I ain't with this 100 people you trying to go back and forth with. At that point, it's WWE, bro. It's like if you want to fight if he find Rolly next, stand on that Rolly. If Rolly duck that smoke, okay, boom, you move on to the second fighter you want to fight, bro. Nah, bro, it's too much friendly. It's like they chasing money at that point on some. Look at the Wilder and Chisora fight. That stuff look like a whole back door, some homie stuff. Let's go ahead and fake the fight. You can't punch me too hard. Let's sign a contract to get some
Guess
M's
what? You know what? I
to
mean,
spar.
listen. We can't. The thing is this, seafood. There's a lot of suckers in the world. There's a lot of suckers in the sports. But at the end of the day, if we gonna call
Yep,
every
that's a
fighter,
fact.
if we gonna call, if we gonna
That's why he don't want to go to 54.
no. But my thing is, if we gonna call every fighter a sucker, then we'll shut boxing down and we wouldn't have any fights. But the thing is, at the end of the day, these guys still got a family to feed. It is what it is, man.
Man,
I mean, the
yo,
whole sport.
he got a
It's a
family
lot
to
of
feed and he taking drugs. Come on, bro.
yeah.
We can't be giving passes to dudes like him because he's not living a life that he should be living as an athlete. We
I don't
over
know
here
why
trying to take
guys be
somebody
ranked.
out.
Yeah, I don't know why guys be ranked like that, and I don't. They have their favoritism. I mean, it's I don't really jump on guys about when they ranked to me because I don't really pay attention to it. But some people who do, they go, "Why is this guy ranked here? He doesn't deserve to be." I
Man,
mean, it's
that
guys
ranking
got
system
the
don't mean nothing.
boxing
Like
got
we
their
been
picks.
found out with the IBF when the
Yeah,
FBI had taken him to trial and what you call it, Lee. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They
yeah,
they
yeah.
that whole IBF indictment, whatever that was. So it's like it's been rigged. We been
Boxing is just it's just like I'm telling you,
Jake
you
Paul
you
was ranked 15th
that was
for which
crazy.
weight class? Heavyweight?
That was crazy.
Random.
When I heard that, I was like, okay, April Fools. And we weren't even in April. But in my mind, I'm like April Fools, and they like, nah, son, it's serious. He's ranked 15. I'm like, how? How, Sway? Like what? How? What?
Yeah.
That's what we doing? Crazy. That's what I'm asking myself. Like, how, Sway? When they said that man was ranked 15, I said, you stop it. He said the FBI on the IBF is wild. Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
The
that was like in the
FBI.
90s though. 90 what? Oh wait, 2000, 2001, I think. Yeah,
What?
I think so. But they
Yeah.
started investigating the IBF in the late 90s though.
Listen,
That's when Buddy with what's the other dude name that cooperated? The white man? I forgot his name.
Bob Arum.
No, 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 no. He testified. Bob Arum testified and Cedric testified and somebody else. And another fighter. I think he was cruiserweight. He testified too.
You know what?
Like,
When it get to a point like that, I gotta remove myself because I ain't about to get caught up in all this street shit. This is boxing, and we getting caught up in street shit that dudes in the streets get caught up in. You know what I'm saying? And then when they have to come to your office in whatever city you in, when they gotta come to your crush Covalet. I think Covalet was caught up in that. When they gotta come to your office and raid your office, you know how embarrassing that is?
yeah. I
That's
mean,
embarrassing
people
when they
don't
gotta
care,
come and
bro.
raid
They
your office.
in boxing, they only care about finessing people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
I won't imagine that seafood because it wasn't going to happen. Um, yeah, Cedric.
yeah,
Yeah,
Cedric
Cedric.
Christian, yeah.
Yeah. But you're right. He probably wouldn't have shut up, but he ain't gonna shut up. It don't even matter if T.O. lost
Nah,
because
that dude is a
he
weirdo.
did,
Like he just be chatting. Like we
but he
seen a
didn't shut
video
up.
of Bud Crawford pulling up on him, like pressed him at the weigh-in. Like he's a weirdo. Like
Oh, because
he
he
just
kept
got a
doing. Yeah,
mouth.
he
He
kept
can't
doing.
back nothing up. All he
Yeah,
do is just
he kept doing all this weird stuff, and it started to annoy Bud. And we seen what Bud got up.
nah. Buddy, a type of dude, bro. If you don't get on your best behavior, you gonna put hands on him, bro. Cause he
But
be talking
he thought
crazy,
sometimes they think they could do
and
whatever,
he's
forgetting
annoying.
that. Yeah, forgetting that Bud is. How many times can we keep having these run-ins with you? We're not gonna keep having these run-ins because you know what it is already. Like, why we gotta keep having these run-ins?
What
Like, you know what I mean?
what
Crazy.
what instructions, bro? Bro, that dude is not a coach. He's just a scammer.
Yeah,
He just collected checks from his
he's.
son.
Somebody said T.O. been in the corny by himself his entire career. Oh man, all that stuff he did. He was dancing on
Ask him, where the
stage.
power, bro? Where the power? What happened to the power, bro? Like,
Would
bro,
never
you're a
embrace.
coach. What you talking about? Where's the power? You supposed to be telling this guy how
Yeah.
to land his shot,
No. Let
not
me tell you
not
something.
lunging in and
When he
coaching.
kept, and this bothered my wife. When he kept inviting Shakur to the Frank stand, that's why you got beat like that Saturday. Because Shakur, I'm proud of him because he kept it professional. But he let all that build up in him, and it's crazy because it's like he was just doing too much. He was doing too much, bruh. He was doing way too much. Now it's like, yo, Shakur gonna make him pay for this. You can't keep biting the man to your Frank stand and then think nothing ain't gonna happen. And that's another thing with these fighters. They need to keep it more professional when they on these stages. They need to really keep it more professional because now too many fighters are getting comfortable with inviting people to their Frank stand. You hear it a lot now. And it's like y'all gotta stop that because once you go there, now we're not keeping it boxing. In the words of Derek James, we're not keeping it boxing. Not Derek James, Kenny Porter. We're not keeping it boxing. So once you invite a man to the Frank stand, all right, you know what's gonna happen now. You know what's gonna happen now. So you know what I mean? I think some fighters fold need to be mindful that I don't care if you have 10 fights or if you have five, you are a professional. Um, leave the hood shit for your neighborhood. But once you're sitting on that stage, I'm not saying you have to talk a certain way. You can still keep, your regular voice that you speak in, but keep it professional. What the hell are you doing to Teo to playing stuff and his model stuff? I think his pops. I mean, probably, but he's a grown man. T.O.'s a grown man. His pops can't always be responsible for his actions. T.O.'s a grown man with a family of his own. You know what I mean? The way they both act sometimes is great. But you know what? I tell people don't pay too much attention to him because he knows what he's doing. Like him and his father are the ultimate trolls. ultimate trolls.
Bro, they not even trolls to me. They just two cowards. That's not on nothing, bro. Buddy
Yeah,
got spanked, and then now he brought up slavery. Like, bro, what? You should have showed that energy that you've been pushing in that ring, bro. Like, like, man, bro.
yeah,
Them
yeah,
type of peoples, bro. Um, you can't be looking at their actions like they're trolling. It ain't trolling, bro. Cause they always move like this, and then when they finally get in the ring or finally get active, the number one reason why they got active is because of money. And when they lose, they bring it up. Oh, I can't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I got asthma. Oh, he ain't where was the power? A bunch of excuses. Like, bro, like we ain't trying to hear that, bro. Every
yeah.
time it's the same stuff.
That's why he said when he said if he would have stuck to the game plan, we would have won. I said, what game plan?
We ain't had no
What
game
game
plan.
plan, bro?
They came with an empty book, no
That
pen.
was almost like
I'm
saying
surprised they
when
came
they
with a
lost.
stool. Like,
But that was like that's almost saying like when they lost to George Kambosos, I can't believe they did us like this. I'm like, you lost.
yeah, man.
You really lost to George. You could have had that fight, but you underestimated that man.
But he ain't even win one round. Let's talk about
They
that.
asked him the question, and he was tongue. Yeah, he was. He was. When Chris Mannix asked him the question, it was like that man couldn't even talk, man. I was just like, yeah, got him. Got him. Bad coaching, no defense, no. Well, it's time for him to get a new team. It's time for T.O. to do that, but he ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. And granted, hey, he feel like he has some loyalty to his father, fine. But he's not gonna do it.
I
T.O. is not
wish
a bad he's not a bad fighter. He just needs a trainer that's not gonna play with him. He needs somebody that's really gonna put his ass in his place. All that playing and shit is cool. We can do that when we at home. But when it's time to get in here and do what we do, it's time to do what we do. And when you have nobody giving you proper instructions and they just telling you to go ahead and box this guy. You know what I'm saying? Fold, box this guy. Why you keep running from him? Box him. It's never too late for him, Seafood. This man is not 30 something years old. It's never too late for him.
man, but
He
hey,
may not be the fighter that
that's
everybody wants
exactly
him to be.
how you guys
And
seen how the fight
what he
went,
said,
and y'all like,
he
damn, I ain't even seen
he
that
got
because y'all
yeah,
giving him
he
too
got
much
punched
credit.
on. Yeah, I don't think it's never too late when you're in he's still in his prime. It's never too late. It's all about how bad does he want it? How bad does T.O. want it? Do you want to be the
It
laughing
ain't
stock
that.
of boxing?
It's
Do
how
you
much
want to
money
just
on the
be?
line is. It's the
Do
fighter
you,
that he's gonna be fighting. Is he a knockout artist or not? That's what it is. Because you think if
he's
Shakur
not.
was knocking shit
Listen,
out, he would have fought
He's
him,
not. He's not.
bro. This
Hold on.
dude
Hold on.
ducked
Hold on. Hold
Devin
on.
Haney, ducked
He's not.
Matias,
Yeah,
like
he's not. He's
ducked
not. He's
Brian
not
Norman
done.
at 47. Is he
Hold,
gonna
hold on.
fight
Hold
Brian
on,
Norman
Paul.
at 47 now? But
He's
now
not.
Brian Norman coming off for laws, now he might have some. He
He's
might
not.
feel
He's not.
excited
Only.
about that
Only.
because he done seen this
Only.
dude lose, right?
The only way T.O. is done if T.O. wants to be done. He's not done. T.O. is not 35, 36, 38 years old. He's not done. The only way he's done is if he wants to be.
He not beating no competition, bro.
Yeah, he ain't
Fighters
gonna beat
that
no competition, but we ain't gonna say
great, not no
we're not
unknown
gonna say
people, no mediocre fighters,
yeah, but
the
he's not
Steve Tigers, like
yeah,
people
no,
that's on
yeah,
his level, like
he's not
let's say a
because
Devin Haney at 47.
you gotta remember,
He
as
not
big as boxing is, just because they put these guys in the ring with guys we're not familiar with, that doesn't mean we'll never see them fight again.
nah.
So
You
you know,
talking about just him fighting in general. I'm saying like competition. People from
I
his
mean,
generation,
yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of fights that we're not going to see people in that we want to see them in, man. Boxing don't care about what fans want. They only go by what makes sense. What's going to pay the bills? Because there's a lot of
that
guys out
guy
here.
they tried to get him in the ring. Bro, it took Top Rank feeding him to Turkey for this guy to
Yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's like,
yeah.
man, listen, bro.
A lot of these guys, like I said, it's all a money grab with them. If it can't put no, if it's not, if it don't make dollars, don't make sense, man. You know what I'm
And that's
saying?
exactly when they get beat up, it be bad.
It'd be real bad
Bad
because we're
because
not
you
going to
can't
see.
run
If he
away.
was, like I
How
said,
long can you run?
If T.O. was to come back this year, I'd be surprised. But we're not going to see that. You know what happens when they take these losses? They go away for about a year. If we don't see him for the rest of this year, I'm not mad. So for everybody who's going to try to make some content off him and go, yo, because you know the question comes, where's Tio? Anybody see him? Well, I'm telling you right now, if you don't see him for the rest of this year, you know what happened.
Put him on the milk carton right now, bro.
He said, put him on the milk.
I was trying to catch him after the fight so I could violate him. Fuck him.
He
But I
said,
ain't.
what was the first for last night?
Yeah.
I think like what was it? Not like 9 million. When it was it something like that? 9 million a piece for both of them last night.
Yeah, 10,
And,
10 apiece.
10.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, Seafood, he's always complained about how he never made no money. He wanted 4 million against Devin. He wanted 10 million, and then he outpriced himself the day of the fight with what you call it? Well, he didn't say it. His father said it. We'll take 20 million. Bill Haney looked at him and said, "Man, don't price yourself out. You made the money you wanted to make. You made you 10 million. You took an ass for it, but you made it. Y'all think y'all gonna see him come back this year? Probably not. I'm not saying I don't want to see him back in there because it doesn't matter what I want to see. Yeah, he still have some people out
His
there that's
ass
gonna
going
want to see him
to
and believe him. But he ain't coming back,
a
so he
dried
goes
up
for
weight division.
4.5. Probably,
47
probably,
is
probably
Devin
Seafood.
Haney and on B Norm lost, so it's like you really gotta put him down on the list now.
We're not gonna see him. We're not gonna see him come back
Shelby
this year.
Crocker.
We're not gonna
Um,
see. We're not gonna see him come back this year. Don't expect to see him for the rest of
yeah, he
2026.
gonna be cherry picking like crazy at 47, bro.
Dog, he gonna come back in 2027 and get in there with somebody that we ain't never heard of, and by then he'll be at 47.
Hey, did y'all see the Bakram versus Josh Kelly fight? You know I was at the fight, so
No,
I
I
ain't catch
didn't
that one.
even see that, bro. I knew about it, and I was so worried about the whole Shakur and them shit, and
Yeah,
I didn't even pay
I was
attention to that.
yeah, and I couldn't have paid attention to it. We at the fight. It's like then I'm on my phone. My phone dying. I be having to go back to charge my phone. So it's
You
kind
know
of it's
what? I
too
wish.
much.
That's why I wish you would have came up to where we was
Yeah,
because there was really nobody around to get in your way for you to sit where we was at because you could have
yeah,
charged your phone. Shakur
yeah. I
Stevenson.
like to be in places like that where it's more low key, less people. Cause like
Yeah,
it was
I
way
did.
too many people where I was, bro. People
You said
kept.
they dropped
I
each
be having
other.
to stand up,
Oh, okay.
whole row coming in, going out. I'm like, yo, yeah, it was hectic.
Yeah, it was. This week was a good week. Plus, we had the Pro Box card
Yeah.
Friday,
But
so
you
it
know
was
what I
pretty damn
noticed
good.
though? It usually I noticed like the hype for fights before, during, and after, it ain't been the same no more. Cause usually you be seeing a whole bunch of people giving opinions, making videos. Like I don't know
Um,
what's been going on. I don't know if it's because of promotion or I don't know.
well, the
It's
sad
kind
thing
of weird.
about it is the one thing that got the most play this week was Tiger Johnson getting jumped
Oh yeah, yeah.
out of everything.
And then listen.
That was the most
'Cause
like
I
yo
seen I
before.
seen Terrell
Listen,
Miller on all the shade rooms, the shade cheese in them. I was like,
no
damn,
seafood,
I knew it
seafood.
was
I
gonna
didn't say
be
that
like that, but
seafood.
they
I didn't
not even
say that to
talking
be
about the fights.
yeah seafood. I didn't even say that to be funny. I'm being real. But when that situation happened, the video was put out so fast before the award show started. Those videos of him getting jumped already had went viral that quick. You want to go viral on your channel? Just catch some shit popping off. That shit went viral that quick. Not the next day, not later on that day, but before the award show even started, it went viral. That was
Yeah,
the most talked
I
about.
see a lot of people like trying to condone what happened. That stuff that happened, bro. Like, that guy was getting jumped by a whole football team, bro, and people trying to justify that shit. Like, know what I'm saying? Bruh, he stood 10 toes. Like, I'd rather be him than the other side. He was dolo, staying tall, bro. And then people coming out
Um,
saying that,
Let me
oh,
tell you something.
he
As
should
I
have
was
put
going out the
himself in
door,
this
as I was going
situation.
out the door, y'all, if you catch me in the fight hype video, you'll see me going out the door. But as I'm going out the door, I didn't see where Tiger was. So when I looked, they had him at the door, and Coach K is over there, and Shushu's bodyguard. They're trying to grab him and hold him, but Coach K is trying to get the bill. As he's trying to get the bill, Bill and them was already security had threw them out. They was already getting everybody together to get out the
I don't
building.
know how they allowed the second one to go down because the first one was already
What happened
crazy,
was
and
they were
the
leaving
second one,
out the
I'm like,
building.
damn. I'm thinking they.
So what happened was this. Devin was didn't know what was going on. So after he finished his interview, he went to Sean. He went to Sean and asked him what happened. He explained to him what happened. They were making their way out the building, and I think Tiger was already going out. I guess he was already going his way. So when you going, you see how it is at the floor. We gonna meet one way or the other, unless you get out the door before me. And what happened was they met each other just like this. When they got by the door, one of them hooked off. When they hooked
I ain't
off,
going.
that
I low key got the second part. I got to give it to security, bro, because they should be knowing the
bruh,
faces and the
bruh.
team of the
Let me
fighters
tell you
that's
something.
involved in the fight. So it's
I'm
like
better off getting jumped in the Barclays Center and security coming quicker than there is the Garden. Because the
they
Barclays Center security guards do not play that. We might not like them because of their attitude. A lot of them be on some tough guy shit. But let me tell you something. Something pop off in there. Trust me, you gonna fight one of them. Because if you swing on one of them, they on you. The Garden security is like, yeah, well, there's only so much we can do. Let's just. It's only so much we can do. I mean, my
Yo, I
God.
got, I got that vibe from them yesterday. I'm like, yo, I was seeing
Yo,
a bunch of a bunch of things
like
going on. I'm
yesterday.
like, yo, if anything go
I
wrong,
literally see a
this
security
looks
guard
like
walk
they're
by
gonna
the.
lay back and just let it happen, bro.
Yeah,
I seen that yesterday. I was like, I was watching them.
and it's crazy, but I'm glad Tiger survived it. Um, these type of things need to be avoided because innocent people get hurt, especially when you have the media around, you have women around, you have a lot of important people around, and I'm just thank God that you know what I mean, because we know in the streets when you get jumped, that shit can lead to some crazy shit. It can lead to some crazy shit. It can, so luckily this is boxing because on the streets, we know if you do that to somebody, oh man, it ain't no coming back from that. It ain't no coming back from that. I've seen cats get jumped in the streets and come back. They bring that heat and it just gets ugly. So, but to see, like I said, to see him in the building with Shu and congratulating him, I was happy to see him, which lets me know they let him in the building, which it was no problem because, no matter what people think, he was the victim. Even if you say in the video, we seen him throw a punch. I mean,
No,
I
I
would
ain't gonna
throw a punch
lie
too if I
though.
had a whole bunch of
A,
dudes
a
trying to
lot of
get at
people
me.
yesterday was ducking that smoke. I think it was
Yeah.
too cold for people. I'm like, where they at? I don't see nobody that I know. I think
Look, man.
soon the fight was over, everybody just ran wherever they came from in
Everybody
their
said we getting
car.
up out of here.
People
Look,
came
man.
from New Jersey, other states. They
Yeah,
just slid.
look.
I'm like, yo,
You know what? I think this is going to be an amazing year in New York for boxing, Barclays Center, and Madison Square Garden. And I'm looking forward to us having another event like that at the Garden, man. To go to the theater is cool, but to be in the big house, it gives different vibes. It's a different
I
vibe when
didn't
you're in
even
the big
know
house.
both of that stuff was in the same spot. Cause the first one I went to was the theater with Hitchens.
Oh
And
yeah, it's also
and I'm
yeah,
thinking I'm going to
yeah.
the I ain't
It's
know I
all
was going to
connected.
the theater. They said MSG. I'm thinking I'm going to
Yeah,
to the arena.
it's all connected.
Yeah, I ain't know that.
Oh yeah,
So for MSG though, like which New York fighters can host that? Cause it's like Hitchens versus who?
it's not a. Oh, you talking about? Oh, if it's a. What do you mean, like
A
New York
fighter.
fighters?
Let's say a New York fighter. Which New York fighter could be
I
the
mean,
main
I
event?
don't I don't know. I guess whatever one they put there. The last
Shushu,
time I was in
he
the
got a
theater,
long way to go.
last time I was in the theater,
Now I'm talking
yeah,
about
who?
MSG, the big room.
You have to bring Shushu back.
I'm talking about main event, bro.
Um, I don't know, bro.
Cause that's why
Bring
that's why I
Africa.
brought up
You
his
have to bring.
the versus
You
too.
have to bring. You have to bring Africa back. You have to get Africa in there, but you have to get Africa with a good opponent because other than that, when you look at New York, no disrespect, it ain't really like I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just being real. When you look at certain people, it ain't too many that people are coming out their pockets for right now.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
Shoe,
That's a fact.
it ain't too many people they rushing to come out their pockets. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Shoe is gonna be at that point where his events is gonna be so crowded, people are gonna be sitting on each other's fucking laps. It's gonna start getting like that with him. It's gonna start getting real crazy because he brings not just Brooklyn, but he brings a lot of people outside of New York who are fans of him. So especially with now him winning the belt, the price just went up for him now. So I don't know what he was getting paid, but the price just went up for him now. So he's definitely going to be putting asses in seats. But to come back there, I don't know, man. But the thing
I,
is, we want to keep having good fights come back to the Garden because the thing is, we don't want it to get dry. We don't
See, the
want it to
thing
get
is
where,
though, the problem is that I see is the main support with the New York is Top Rank, right? And they don't have a
yeah,
TV deal, and they it's looking bad for them. They hosting fights on Facebook, on WorldStar.com. It's looking crazy.
yeah,
So
it is.
um, with that
It's
being that's like the number one people that be hosting a lot of fights in New York City. So and I don't see the support from any any other company as far as like for boxing. So even the fighters, a
now
lot of the fighters, I don't even think they like fighting in New York no more because of
a lot
taxes
of
and
them
all that. So they'd
big
rather go
baby
to like
that ninja black on the card. That dude been fighting with a wig on. Yeah, big baby. Unfortunately, man, we didn't
nah, ain't
expect that.
nobody.
That threw me off,
Who
man.
pulled up for Big Baby, bro? I ain't seen his supporters.
No, it was a couple of people who cheered when they mentioned him. I was was
Probably
that
some
my
people
first
that
time?
was. I ain't
I
seen
think
that.
that was my first. I think that was my first time ever even seeing him, as far as competing. I've been to the gym before to see him because he come out of that gym, Cops and Kids in Brooklyn.
He was supposed to spar at that event they hosted in what's that spot called? Oh, Greenpoint. But I
Yeah,
guess that he couldn't. I don't know what happened. He showed up, but he did not fight.
he probably said he wasn't going to do no work.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
And
it's, it's
they was using his name to bring people out. So yeah,
yeah, well,
everybody was
that's
at that sparring event though.
that's what they do at these sporting events. They got to get people to come out because they know people ain't stupid. If there ain't a big name, then people like, I'm not coming out. Who's that? I ain't never heard of him. I'm not leaving
Yeah,
my
that's the
house.
thing though. Like that's a bad thing with the New York scene because it's like they're not looking to support nothing that's not hyped up. Like everybody don't come out the blue and just be hyped up, bro. You got to start believing and be wanting to, get behind people. And yeah, as far as that, that's not good, bro. Because really, it
Nah,
should be a lot of major fights going down in New York. Because looking back in the days,
yeah,
a bunch of crazy fights going on
I think this
in
year between the Barclays and the Garden is going to be a great year. Because at one time it was a little slow with the Barclay. We wasn't really getting anything, and the Garden was. But I think this is the year where we should get more big fights in the big house. We should get more big fights at the Barclays. Because one time when the Barclays started out, they was on fire. They was on fire. So this should be a great year. Like I said, we're in the second month. We got a lot of great fights coming up. Hopefully in the summer, as the summer approaches, we're gonna get some nice fights in MSG or the either one. Me and you, Thomas, Four Corners, AG Boxing Corner, Johnny Boy Boxing. We're in the building one way or the other as either somebody with credentials or we're just there in the crowd. So either way you look at it, I'm planning on being a part of a lot of boxing events this year because I'm trying to really get up on my content. So I'm
yeah.
really about to be hella busy this year. I mean, even with amateur boxing, because that's when I'm, I got to get back to too, the amateur boxing. So
The
I
amateur
plan on
thing
doing
is what I gotta get hip to. So you saying you gonna let me know? Just let me
Oh,
know, cause
matter of
I'm
fact,
not hip to that at
matter of
all.
fact,
Like the amateur
I'm gonna send
system,
you the
like
schedule. I'm gonna send you the schedule. They just did something Friday and Saturday in Brooklyn at this gym Sweatbox, and I think you had to take like the G train there. And I was like, fam, I'm not about to do that. Then go to the Shakur fight. I'm not about to do that. That's just too much. Even though that fight started early, like 2 o'clock, I just didn't feel like doing all that. Yeah, it did. It definitely started off great this year, and like I said, we'll fall back and we'll see what boxing has to offer. But I'm just honestly forward. I'm just focusing on the amateurs. I'm focused on getting my content up and how to make my show better than because you always have to step it up. You can't have your show be the same way all the time. So I'm planning on getting working on some guests to have on here. There's times I'm going to reach out to you because I'm going to want you to probably be on here with me because I'm sure you're going to have some good questions for some people. So there's some people I'm thinking about having on here. I just got to see how they schedule it is, and I got to make sure that I have open availability. Because right now, as of next week, I'm gonna really get ready to get busy out here. Because I'm getting myself ready for for the rest of this year. But yo, man, I believe our man Boxing Source is on. You said he was going on 7:30, right?
yeah, he on right now.
I think he's on right now. We're gonna go over there. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my man, man. Never Fold, man, on Instagram, man. Somebody great to have a part of boxing conversation. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and follow my man. Everybody who tapped in today, I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow, Fold, we're gonna come back to talk about the Xander Zayas.
All right, bet that's a bet.
I watched that fight. That shit was crazy. But we gonna get into that tomorrow. So if you're around, I don't want to do that too early because I want people to be a part. So I might make that an afternoon thing.
All right, bet.
So let's do that. I appreciate you, Fold.
All right,
All
bet.
right,
Good looking out, bro. Safety.
all right. Oh, anytime, my guy. All right, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for being here on this Sunday. Got it going a little late, but I didn't know if my internet was working. I didn't know. It was just crazy. So everything's good. We'll be back to talk about the Xander Zayas. Um, and then we have this week Nick Ball, Figueroa. We're going to be getting into that. So please, when y'all come to my show, don't talk to me about no Shakur or no TO because I talked about it already. I've been talking about it for the last 5, 6 days. So this week is Nick Ball and Brandon Figueroa, and that's what I'll be talking about. If y'all bring up anybody that ain't got nothing to do with who's fighting this week, I'm just gonna totally ignore you. Just letting you know. That's how we do over here. We respect the fighters that's fighting that week and not the people who ain't got nothing to do with that fight week. That's what we do over here. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure y'all protect y'all peace, space, surroundings. Y'all know what it is. It's the No Duck Zone podcast. Let's go.